My name is Gabriel. I'm from Christalite Methodist Chapel. My official title is Senior Lay Executive Staff, overseeing youth, worship and music, and church operations. This role is quite new, but as a youth worker, overseeing youth, it's been 13 years. Definitely coffee. Yeah. Average. Minimum 2 lah. Yeah, on Sundays usually more, maybe 3, 4, maybe 5. I think for many years I think I still am ISFJ. If I remember correctly, I think it's the defender lah, and then the picture is like a nurse or something. Yeah, but most recently, can't remember, I think it might be last year when I took a recent test. It was like INTJ. So yeah, might be because of my role, the course of my work lah. Yeah. I think naturally I'm more sensitive and feeling kind of person. Yeah, but I think because of the work that I do, I think it kind of forces me to be more maybe contemplative, more thinking type lah, over the feeling one. I think that's about it. Yeah. But of course, being an introvert, I think probably better with one-to-one than big group setting lah. Yeah, I think one-to-one will be my preference. I think it's, in terms of big group setting, it might be more exhausting for me. Okay, so I grew up in the mission school, so I go to St. Andrew's Junior School as well as secondary school. So I think my first contact with Christianity was when I was in primary school. In mission school, you know, you have your chapels and all that lah. But especially in P5 and P6 was quite pivotal in my journey because my form teacher was Christian, very evidently. And I believe she's the first person who gave me my first Bible, and she will be very intentional about sharing her faith with some of us. Then I remember, you know, on some weekends, she would take like some of us out. I remember going to Suntec. She would buy us yummy yogurt. I'm not sure that do they still have yummy yogurt. I think that was really nice. And I mean, over the years in primary school, you know, I believe in Jesus. Yeah, I was just like waiting for somebody to ask me, you know, would you like to become Christian? And I think I followed a friend to St. Hilda's Church when I was in secondary school, Sec 1 or Sec 2 lah. And then back then, one of the Sundays, the youth pastor just asked me, would I like to receive Jesus? Like, I said yes, and then, you know, I mean, it all started from there lah. Okay, to cut a long story short, it was about after I finished my NS lah. I think in my early 20s, I felt God's call maybe about half a year, 1 year after I finished my NS. I mean, back in the day, I think that's still the situation now. I think I went through many youth pastors in church, and usually youth pastors are not here to stay for very long. And I felt God giving me a burden for young people to be really a shepherd over young people. And I mean, one of my earlier years in ministry was that quite sad because I remember, I think the first time when I came to Christalite, you know, one of the first questions that the young people asked me is that, oh, how long are you going to be here for? You know, I was like, I mean, not surprised, but quite shocked that will be the question they ask, because people are so used to like youth workers, youth pastors coming and going within a short span of time, maybe like 2 years. On a good run, maybe you can have the youth pastor for 3 years. Yeah. I think my hope will be that every young person, every youth in my youth ministry will know God, know Jesus for themselves. They will know, you know, what it means to hear His voice and to follow Him, what they hear from Him in obedience. I think that's key, and that's very important. I mean, I want to encourage youth or youth leaders, not to say that we should not hire youth workers or hope that there will be a youth pastor, but in the interim, you don't need to wait for somebody to show up as a youth worker or youth pastor before the youth ministry or the young people in your church can be discipled. You know, if you have a heart for young people, you can be the first one, or you and your fellow leaders can step up. I mean, I would tell my youth leaders, even in my own ministry, especially the earlier years, to tell them that, hey, we are all the youth pastors, we are leading the young people, we are shepherding them, we are pastoring them. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Don't wait for somebody to be assigned to that. You know, just embody that. You know, be a mentor, be a coach, be somebody who will walk with a younger person and disciple them, and love them. Yeah. So I think that will be what I want to share now.